And when did you know personally that this was your calling, this is what you wanted to do, to be this wonderful communicator and to teach other people to do this?
I knew it when I heard someone speak, and when he spoke, he touched my heart. And I said, he doesn't even know me, but I felt like he was talking to me. And I approached him afterwards, Mike Williams. He's the author of a book called The Road to Your Best Stuff. And I said, can you teach me how to speak like you? And he said, yes. And to me, a career is something you love so much that you do it for nothing, but you do it so well that people will pay you to do it.
Well, I love what you're teaching out there, and what I've learned from you is to find the best people in that industry that you want to learn from. And people are starting to model you, they're starting to learn from you. Tell me, how much should we model and still be ourselves, or how much should we actually just take from them and go with that because that's what they told us to do?
I modeled Zig Ziglar and Dr. Norman Vincent Peale and Earl Nightingale, but you use other people to find your own voice. It's training wheels. I believe that speaking is a projection of who you are, not who you think you ought to be. And so when you use your story, and no one has had your experience but you, and you're able to speak to an audience, you distract, dispute, and inspire. And what I mean by that, how people live their lives is a result of the story they believe about themselves. Using your story, you distract them from their story. Through the execution of your story, you dismantle their limited belief system, and you inspire them to make new choices in their lives. So you create an experience that gives them a vision of themselves beyond their mental conditioning and their circumstances.
If you were to speak to people out there who believe that they have something great inside of them, but they just don't know how to get started, they don't have the belief system to do so, what can you do to empower them, to inspire them?
I tell people, don't do what I did. I didn't do what I'm doing now for 14 years because I don't have a college education, because when I was in school, I was labeled educable mentally retarded. And I had a friend who said to me, God does not call those who are qualified. He qualified those he called. And so as you look at yourself and look at your goals and dreams of using your voice, don't die with your voice and your story in you. You don't have to be great to get started, but you have to get started to be great.
That was incredible. Thank you so much, Mr. Les Brown. And if people want to get more information about you, where do they go?
They can go to lesbrownmotivation.com.
Excellent. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Mr. Les Brown.